Hello everyone, here's your English teacher Ludenir Santos. I hope you're doing fine. If you just listened to the Art of Teaching song, I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about the message we just heard. One thing that really stood out to me is that Jesus didn't simply tell his followers to share information. He told them to make disciples. That's a very important difference. Think about it for a minute. A teacher can explain a lesson in just a few minutes, but helping someone become a disciple takes much more than that. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes love, and most of all, it takes genuine interest in another person. The song reminds us that Jehovah gives the seed, He gives the light, and He draws sincere people to Himself. I really like that thought because it helps us keep a balanced view of our whole. Sometimes we may feel responsible for the results, but that's not what the Bible teaches. Jehovah is the one who touches hearts. Our responsibility is much more simpler and at the same time very meaningful. We simply do our part. Another thought I really appreciated is the expression step by step, heart by heart. Isn't that how we all learn? Nobody learns everything in one day. Whether we're learning English, learning a new skill, or learning about Jehovah, growth usually happens one step at a time. That's also how Jesus taught people. He never expected perfection overnight. He patiently guided his disciple, answered their questions, corrected them when necessary, and encouraged them to keep moving forward. The song also mentions Paul and Barnabas. When they preached in Iconium, many people listened and believed. Others didn't. Their experience reminds us that faith is always a personal choice. Our job isn't to force people to believe. Our job is to teach with love, to teach with grace, and to let Jehovah do what only He can do. I also enjoyed the picture of the mustard seed. A seed looks so small that it almost seems insignificant, but when it's planted in good soil and cared for, it continues to grow. Teaching often works the same way. Sometimes one conversation, one Bible verse, one kind word, or one thoughtful question may become the beginning of something much bigger than we could ever imagine. That's why we should never underestimate the value of simple acts of kindness. Before we finish, I'd like to leave you with one question. This week, how could you plant one small seed in someone's heart? It doesn't have to be a long conversation. It doesn't have to be a perfect presentation. Maybe it's simply listening to someone. Maybe it's offering encouragement. Maybe it's sharing a Bible verse that has strengthened your own faith. Small seeds often produce beautiful results. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I hope this conversation encouraged you to keep learning, keep growing, and keep practicing the beautiful art of teaching. And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I also hope that you learned something from it. Until the next episode, see you later. Bye bye.